Yes, day 6! We're playing, man! And actually, first night I had a good sleep.
Unbelievable. What a performance.
First night was a disaster, right? Let's be honest. But since then, we're flying.
Last night was up there for me. Different type of show, different type of cow, but still brilliant.
Very good. Wild.
How much did it have to do with? Why is he staying? Why is he just sitting there, quite coy about it?
Taking it on, man.
Aye, right. He was outstanding last night.
I'm just wondering how you said you can't eat. He's a fucking nearly finished their cakes.
Kitchen in Glasgow, what a place.
What a place.
Sandwiches, coffees.
What a performance you done last night. Man, Martin Capaldi again.
He's on that pattern now, isn't he?
Every 5 minutes he just started singing to him, didn't he? What the whole crowd was singing.
I dropped Capaldi off last night and he did say to me, he says, look Kev, could you just hear a word beside note to sing my songs again?
He didn't let you speak to him, didn't you know?
Eh?
He didn't let Capaldi come into you, didn't you know?
No, it was unbelievable. Did you notice that?
Why was he doing that when you
I know.
Right.
Do you know what? To see when he started thinking about it was quite cool in that bit. Now he is hanging a bit like a fucking bad smell, isn't it? Can't I shake him?
He was the only VIP in the VIP area. It holds 50 and there was only one guy. He's sitting there with his tits out.
I do need to say to you, right, I love you and you're the main part of the show, you make the show. Going to stop fucking spraying cans on my seat.
Oh, mate.
My trousers were stinking a red stripe, mate.
I was magnificent. You just went from one extreme to the other.
It's mad, isn't it?
Mate, what about him? Have you seen him so flat backstage? You ever seen him like that?
You get your voice back, aye? Your voice was gone,
But
man.
in the change room, mate, I don't know where
flat,
it
mate,
is. I
weren't
just
you?
couldn't get up for it at all last night. But it's mad when I came out, innit?
You're going to have a breakdown, aren't you, after these shows? You look forward to it?
You were like a young Ric Flair last night.
Was that in lit performance?
But mate, how tired do you get? I fell asleep picking the kids up at school yesterday in the car park, 2:45. My mate had to come bang the window and go, mate, the boys are waiting for you across there. You ever done anything? Cars and motors and kids?
Mate, no, me, responsible.
Emotional, but innit? See all the fans singing up for you?
To be fair,
good, enjoyable.
Mate, his mates here every night, innit?
Oh,
The reaction at Harwood is unbelievable, man.
it's not.
I can't
You're
figure
You've
out.
always been a man.
No, mate, it was been toxic a few times for me, innit?
Obviously,
I like being
Who
the
called you
villain,
pizza face?
though. Oh, that was an arsehole, honestly. I'm coming out before I come out, and I'm buzzing that. And I was like, hurry up, pizza face.
Did you notice that last night?
I must have been an Ultimate Warrior fan
Against Flair.
against Ric Flair.
But Kevin Capaldi were body doubles and best mates last night, wasn't it? What were you comparing bra sizes?
aye, well.
He's took a liking to you though, hasn't he?
Eh?
He's took a liking to you.
Aye, he maybe sees me as a father figure.
Or one that's not just fucking pestering him all the
I
time.
know, aye, probably because I can have a decent conversation
I'll tell you
with
this now, I've never ever messaged him first, there you go.
him. He actually
It's been hard to get.
He actually took a Snapchat of me and Charlie to send to Kevin Bridges. Kevin Bridges sent back, who the fuck's they to? Aye.
And he's wanting to get involved in open goal as well.
I know.
He's coming on Friday, isn't he?
Coming on Friday, huh?
He's got
No, he doesn't like that shout.
We need to mention Grosvenor Sport again, they've been amazing this tournament.
Mate, they're amazing.
They're an amazing brand. When you bet £10 on a Home Nations match, you get £30 in free bets. And they've also, after Charlie's performance on the head tennis last night, they've paid out on Dundee United getting relegated next year.
But talk to me about that big man.
I know, man. Know what saved me? People think I was trying to let you in. Because it was for the show, for the crowd, but I wasn't.
You can still see the leather after
told
the
Pulled my toe off.
But how are you feeling match day -1 after your performance?
Ah man, I was a bag of jaggies, wasn't I?
Mate,
Why was that?
see what you he'd was got after
Aye, a couple of points, then he went like, that's how I remembered you. And I just went straight into my 13-year-old body, like Bambi on ice, man. I was just like that. I'm back. This is a guy I don't want to see.
Mate, how funny was it, see, after the last podcast, you know, we were talking about us as kids, and you said, mate, I genuinely never passed about a Celtic jersey for the ages of 13 to 18.
That's right, I had a nightmare. See that growing stage? Remember? You remember?
How did you change, Charlie? Seriously, how did you then?
Mate, my confidence was at an all-time low. Like, I was good in the 12s. I was one of the better players in the 12s, and then 13, that growing spot. And then just, I don't remember having a decent game in that time, hanging on every year to keep playing, and then don't know how I recovered it, mate. I don't know. I can't even.
I knew about you, big man.
What a career you've had, big stuff.
That's, I mean,
But
I'm actually proud of his career, yeah.
Aye.
Top career, mate. Proud of you.
I remember going to Wolves on loan. He was
I'm so awkward, man.
I'm proud of half it.
Proud of half it. There's a bit in the middle I can't remember.
Do a speech for us. how your career
Come on.
Shut up!
You're back where it all
Nah,
started as
shut
well,
up.
wasn't it?
Just a wee minute or something, just see how
Did that play a part in you going to United because you started there, fairy tale ending?
Oh, definitely. Like, as soon as they were interested, like, I just thought it made sense perfectly. Where I played my first ever game and genuinely thankful for the opportunity to go there. Like, I'm not just saying that, and I know people say it when they sign for teams and all that, but I'm happy for the opportunity and can't wait for next year.
Mate, that was a BBC answer there, wasn't it? It turned BBC mode.
Andy said.
The eyes when he said that.
I didn't see that last night, did you know?
Andy said that he was in at Tynecastle a few days before he signed with Indeed.
Nah,
We need to give you a big shout out though, because when you first moved up there, Craig Brewster allowed you to stay in his 1-bedroom flat with him, so that was nice. That helped you settle in, didn't it?
he was offering people to jump in with him because he stayed with the fitness coach, and if you were ever want to stay, it was like jump in with us. But I went and stayed in the digs with the boys, the younger boys, and aye.
He had bunk beds, didn't he?
Big pool table in there.
Was that?
Nah, he was a good
Who
lad.
was there? Goody and stuff like that?
Goody, Matty Flynn,
Matty Flynn.
wee Burner, can't even remember his full name. That was good characters, man, good laugh.
By the way, what about him falling his arse all night?
Brilliant. I think that's went viral by the way.
I genuinely thought that was part of the show.
I just thought it was you playing for Rangers again.
I know, mate, I swear to God, I've been sent that about 100 times, man.
Brilliant, mate.
But do you think I styled it out quite well? I showed a bit of athleticism, didn't I?
You did. You were very army role.
Aye,
You
but
played
it wasn't
well,
great.
didn't you?
Where was it here?
Aye, mate. I went to jump on the stage and I booted the boat, mate, and just fucking fell into the couch.
At your entrance?
Like, aye.
Tell you another thing, disappointed in this man's head tennis performances.
I know, I'm letting the side right down, but I'm going to come back tonight because I know Slaney's on fire, but I'm no. He's got a lot of limelight, but head tennis performance limelight, well deserved. But
You
see,
looked
head
a bit
tennis
nervous
limelight-
last night.
Come on, no nervous once, mate.
You
Relax.
bought-
Do you know how I knew you were nervous? Because you started going like that, spinning it and looking away, and that's a telltale sign that someone's trying to be over.
100%.
Aye, overconfident, but he's not really confident.
And he knows I'm on him.
All I'm going to say is I've been 4-0 up against him twice, and for some miraculous reason,
You
I've lost 5-4 twice.
You want to phone up last
That's
night?
that.
Do you know what I mean?
For the crowd.
It's not rocket science, is
No,
it?
but last night, listen, Andy, 4 each last night, you served it right into the net. So that's not to do with it.
Mate, I'm looking at your eyes across that court and I can sense
Shut up.
fear. I can sense fear, I can smell it off
Do
you.
you
I
think
don't know
we've
if it's...
turned Kev, by the way? Do you think Kev's turned into a modern day player? We've watched him with the tennis, he's trying to do the touchy. You used to be a power hitter.
I know, I'm trying. I need to get
Try to
back.
play
to
through the
that.
lines in that now, isn't
I know.
He was up net play was good yesterday. Where could I go? Good play.
Minute.
That was
He is a
very
good net player,
Yes,
isn't
he
he?
is.
Boris Becker, isn't it?
BB in it.
Nice.
Right, last night the games, Hummel scoring on OG. Got the cold following bust up the low in 2019. Good research that, innit?
Aye, brilliant, mate,
Nightmare
well
start for the big man, innit?
Too slow now to play that level of football.
Good,
I mean,
good point.
done. Did you see the one Mbappe gave him about 10 yards?
Yep.
Wow. But then he recovered well, he got
He
back.
did, aye. But to be fair, that's me how quick Mbappe is more than...
I know just, you can't play Amos against him. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, at that, especially at that level, as soon as that your legs go, you need to play, Charlie, and you agree with this, when you're playing against that, you need to drop off. You can't come high up the pitch to give him space to go in. Drop off 10 yards, they can't get in.
Well, here's a man here. Do you agree with that? If you're now
I do.
playing, because obviously you're not the quickest now, if you're playing against pace,
You've got to give yourself some yards, but then the team's got to get yourself yards, so you can't just be sitting deep on the edge of their box and then
because he gets turned and then runs at you.
for space in the hole. So you've got to be compact as a team, and I think that comes down to the management, doesn't it? But
I think it would have helped Germany if they had Davy Marsh in goals, just playing in a set of circle for when it goes through. But that's what you said in the changing room last
What?
night.
Can I do that part around the head?
Aye, scandalous, isn't it?
Hates it.
But can I say, you're saying it comes from the management. How can you trust the manager when I think he's watching? Mate, he is actually just sniffing his balls for the. He
know,
done
he's
it
caught
again,
again.
mate. The
He's
camera
caught
goes to him.
again.
Mate, he's like that.
Aye.
Maybe it psychs him up.
Do you think this- but I must be
I
thinking,
think it's
surely
smelling
it's a-
salts. I think it's smelling salts.
But mate, surely it's the same smell every time. Every time he does it, it's like it's the first time he's ever
But why
smelled
did he
it.
do that after it?
Imagine he just sat like that
Fucking
after
hell.
he done it. Just collapsed into his seat.
Mate, honestly, I'm going to
He
get
needs
Mate,
to
Starkey
have
got
that.
about our coach's stuff in it. That mate, smell that?
You want a bit of it?
But mate, what is he doing, eh?
It's mental, isn't it?
But imagine looking at your manager butt and he's doing that.
I think it's surely,
You'd run over for a sniff, wouldn't you?
I'd love it,
He's
eh?
a bit of
I wouldn't move away from him.
surely after the last time it happened, though, he's like, right, I need to keep this to the changes, and then first game on the telly, he's at it again.
But you know, love that about him, mate. He's obviously been pulled up for it and he's just continuing to sniff his
Doesn't
balls on the
care.
side.
Brilliant.
It's his habit, innit?
Have you ever, obviously, had an argument below, came back, had a shocker? Have you ever had that where you went into the gap? Cal Naismith tells the best story, doesn't he?
Aye, that was
And
funny,
Alan
man.
McCoist.
That was funny, wasn't it? Have you ever heard that one, Kel?
No.
typical Cal, man, he wasn't playing at Rangers. I think they were at the bottom division at the time, the first season. They hadn't played, and he said he was like, mate, I was just got to see Army Coyce every day. I was like, why are you not playing me? Like, I'm the best player every day in training. Like, I can't believe you're not playing us every game. So he said that one day Army Coyce said, right, do you know what, you'll get a chance this week, they're playing. He said he had the biggest beast in the world, drew one each home to hand, and he said he was tripping the ball and all that. He said he just walked up to Army Coyce after the game and went, I was only kidding, Ali.
Unreal, man. You must have had it with Fergie or something, nah? At Clyde.
With what?
Fergie at Clyde. Did you never go and say, why am I not playing?
No.
He was happy not to be playing, wasn't he,
I
Paul?
was sitting buzzing. Not playing. At that level. Me.
Have you ever had that to it? You went to a manager and say I should be playing, then you get put in and you
Would
went.
you? I would imagine you were the type that would go in a manager's door if you weren't playing.
Hartley I did with Dundee because I wasn't playing at all. And he was like, you're miles off it, side. Look at the state of you. And at the time you didn't realise you're a fat wee dick, do you know what I mean? And so it was before the Inverness game. I says, come on, I need a chance, man. I need to get back in. He's like, you're miles off it, side. Like, you're nowhere near playing, eh? So Barra, Kevin McBride, he was my mate at the time we were travelling through together. I told this before, but it was 8 years ago. Barra liked the boxing and that. So Friday's like, mate, we're not getting a chat. We're not going to play Saturday. Why don't we go and do a fucking session at the boxing gym tonight? So, because we'd always say like a couple's night Saturday, so you'd end up eating shite, drinking. We'll do that Friday, then we can enjoy our Saturday. So mate, you go, we're only going to do an hour, but we started to really enjoy it. So we ended up being there for about 2 hours, mate. Barra's punching me about the ring, I'm fucked. Turn up Saturday, me and Barra on the bench. Mate, we are popping Inverness. Kevin Thompson's on fire, he's fucking playing through the lines, and at the 10 coming off the inverted wingers, he's finding them like that.
Of that.
25 minutes in, Tom will go, oh yeah, calf. Me and Barra look at each other.
Oh no.
And Hartley goes, well, used to warm up. Tom was struggling. Mate, me and Barra looked at each other like that. I was still fucked, I could feel my legs. So me and Barra are warming up, he's like, they'll pick you. No, you'll pick you, know that way. So Hartley goes, try. And Barra's like, yes! Mate, my legs must have been 25 minutes in, mate. And we were popping Inverness at the time. 1 up. My legs are like jelly, mate, getting changed. I must have white eaters like that, putting the strip on.
Oh, mate,
First time that happens, right, the Bob rolls over to the dugout side. It's Hartley, Yogi. It's Marley Watkins, mate.
He's quick and on, isn't he?
Quick.
Oh,
fucking
Farmer,
bear, mate.
Stein.
Right, Farmer. I'm running over to me, just goes, fuck you. Mate, first time folded like it. He's just got a bogey. He just got a bogey.
Oh, that's horrendous. No way.
Right, mate. So,
tissue
the
for you,
best bit
Paul?
of the story is, right, best bit of the story is, mate, Yogi starts pissing. I knew Yogi before it, and Yogi's pissing himself laughing. He's like, he's fucking done him, shouting to me, and I'm on the ground. I'm just looking up at Yogi. The worst thing is, mate, I look at Hartley, who's fuming, and then I look behind, and Barra is in fucking stitches, pissing himself laughing. Mate, Inverness go through, score, we get beat 3-1, mate. I've had an absolute shock.
That's exactly how I felt when you came for me last night.
See the dressing room after it, you know, when everyone's just staring at you and blaming you, man.
Did Hartley say it to you?
Kane does that quite
fuming.
That's the worst feeling in the world, but innit, Charlie? See, when you're on a pitch, if you have been out the night before, or you're no feeling yourself, and you're out on that pitch, you're like, you would rather beat anybody else, wouldn't you?
I've never done it where I've been out the night before, but I've never had that feeling.
No, I know being out, but
But you're no well or something like that.
I went on loan to Rochdale.
No well, I'm not 100%. I'm carrying a wee bit of an injury and you're trying to get through it, aye.
I was on loan at Rochdale, I think about 18, 19, and I was like, just getting a few sub appearances, and I went to the manager, Stevie, I think it was Stevie Parker at the time, and I says, look Stevie, I got you need to give me a chance here. I said, I've come down on loan for Sunderland, I said, I was doing quite well in reserves, why am I here if you're not, right, I'll get you a game, you'll be playing this Saturday, you're showing that you're... So I was like, buzz, I think we're playing fucking Shrewsbury at home. I don't know if you've ever played at Scotland and in Rochdale, but it's fucking horrific.
Oh, minging, mate.
So obviously I've not started well at all. And it got to like half time and he says, you've got to need to fucking get your finger at big man, you've got 10 minutes to prove yourself. I was like, right, okay, I'm going back out here. So 5 minutes out of the second half, I can see big Clive Platt warming up. I'm thinking, well, that's it, I'm coming off. So we got a corner against us, so he says, I've always not got to make the sub because I'll keep the big man on to try and defend. I've only went and scored a fucking own goal, ain't I?
No way.
I've tried to flick the fucking ball away with the back heel and I fucking volleyed it into the main goal. I just walked straight to halfway line and just my number was off and I said to him after the game, like, can I just go back to Sunderland? I went straight back up the road and never went back, never even finished the loan spell.
But
see, the thing is, when you go and see the gaffer, the pressure's right on you.
yeah,
It's like, you know yourself, you go like, I want to play, but now I need to do it.
Because throughout the whole game, see if he didn't start well, he's caning me after because you know it's the old spiel. You're coming into my fucking office. And
Would
that's it.
they say that after the game if you had a night?
Aye, Lenny would say that.
Would you tell the boys that you've?
I think he would say it. I can't remember a situation where he did say it, but I can imagine him saying it. You're moaning about no playing or something.
The coach used to do that a lot because obviously we were in the third division at times. There was a lot of players who thought they should be playing, which was rightly so because it was third division. And he would come in and withdraw like with Stirling Albion away, and he's like, "Some of you cunts in here come to my fucking door." He didn't say the words because obviously Ali's very mindful of the words he says. But he said, "He's come to my door every day, chapping, wanting a game. I gives an opportunity, and that's performance." He went, "Don't chat my door again."
Yeah.
And you're like,
That's alright when he uses a group, some years, but see when it's you.
Individual.
Have you heard that? Ever heard that?
No, I've never had that. No, but I did chap his door before. He played
Lenny's?
At Lenny's. I was nowhere near, but I was on the bench a couple of times. Or I was in the stand, and then I went to him and I seen him. We were playing Rangers on the Sunday, and I went to him on a Wednesday, and then the Sunday morning at the stadium, he's naming the team, and he need to just name me in the team, but I nowhere. And I had that feeling like.
Need to do it here. Is that when you scored?
Yeah, we won 2-0. Ended up winning 2-0. Sammy scored 2. Remember Big Sam and I scored 2.
Yeah.
We were massive underdogs. The team, if you get through the team, McCourt was kind of playing half the striker, who was Big Sammy, I think. We won 2-0. Rangers were flying at the time, and so that worked the opposite for me. I managed to stay in the team. It was a turning point for me, but I didn't remember feeling the pressure.
Left wing?
Played left wing. He named me in the team left wing that day. I'm like, but he used to just name the 11, and I thought, I'm listening out for the subs, and I'm being named in 11. I'm like, no think I'd been at all, but
Chalk on the boots, wide left.
Aye.
Hug a touch.
How bad to shout for managers when they say you've got 10 minutes? It's a shout ever in it, man. It's horrible. Like, you've got 10 minutes to do something. You end up trying too hard to do something in 10 minutes.
Fergie generally said that to me after 30 seconds of the game started. Mate, told boys to warm up. I swear to God, 30 seconds to give the ball and told boys to go and warm up. How bad is that? Can I just say, Si, with the live shows, right? Regardless, Celtic, whatever it is, Andy, Rangers. Brilliant guys. We just love it all. When we come here for these shows,
it's a Scotland show.
We're here for Scotland, innit? In the summer, forget all that. That's for later on. But we're here all as one.
Because we want a good atmosphere, Paul, don't we? I didn't want it to be booze
and we don't want it to be Celtic Rangers, mate. We hear that all the time in this country. Listen, it's an amazing rivalry, but this one.
Put it aside for one summer.
Let's take a day off for 6 weeks, innit?
One summer we need to be united. You know what I mean?
Because Griff's coming on Friday. Aye, and listen, Scotland hero scored the 2 goals. We need to get him on.
2 free kicks, and we want everybody to be united in it. And listen, we don't mind the odd wee bit of banter here and there, but listen, me and Andy are best pals. You know what I mean? Up each other's houses all the time, so exactly. We don't want.
Was that houses or arses?
Oh, come on.
Plus, Michael Gardine, he was in there greeting after Friday, wasn't he? The booze he got.
Why
did he get booed so much, man?
To be fair.
Shite to see him cry like that, wasn't it? What about Ronaldo last night, lads? Phenomenal. 36-year-old.
Unbelievable, Si. The goal he scored with the one, it was a couple of 1-2s, wasn't it? Amazing. And then the composure just to do the keeper. And then obviously the other one was a penalty. But what's that, 36 goals?
Did you play against them, Kev?
You know what, I was on the bench a couple of times when we played Man United, and he was... I don't know if I was on the bench, I'd been in the squad, I'd run about, or I'd maybe be like watching the game with someone when Man U came to Stadium
Picking Peter his pants up. Do you know he used to do that in the changing room?
The guy was just like a young...
Reedy's a legend, isn't he, Peter Reid?
How do you know him?
He was at Wigan.
Was he?
Was he? Aye.
He was at Wigan.
Mate, in fact, he was pure trendy, wasn't he?
Aye.
Like, where's that?
Have you told me that?
Cowboy hat and all that.
He was ruthless. He was the scariest manager I've ever come across.
Did you not see he came in the dressing room one time with just a cowboy hat and cowboy boots and pants on? That was it.
Sweet.
He doesn't want to see much of it, didn't know?
His gear was brilliant. He used to dress like that. He had his hair done and all that. He said his hair done.
What, the transplant?
Aye.
Wow, what a hero, eh?
Aye.
So what, was Ronaldo a specimen, Kev?
He was only just, back then he was just like a tall, skinny, spotty faced young boy. He had really bad acne.
See that word spotty, mate, it kills me now.
And, but obviously what he's turned into is unbelievable. When Alex Ferguson signed you at that age for, what was it, 18 million or something back in the day? He obviously seen something special, but to continue that on for what we're looking at, 20 years or something maybe he's been doing it? It's incredible because players only have a peak point of their career that maybe lasts for maybe 4 or 5 years max. But he's been doing it for 20 years.
I genuinely think him and Messi are the 2 best ever.
Ever,
I think they're the best ever.
He's changed the whole way you look at football, the old school drinking culture and all that now, isn't he?
That is down to him, Ronaldo.
Well, not solely down to him, but he's played a big part in it because when he first started, there was still that in the game, wasn't there?
Yes. It's a great shout, actually, isn't it?
36, so body's unbelievable. You're 36, let us see it. How's it looking?
I'm 35.
I am in 36.
March.
How's it looking? Still in good nick?
Not bad, mate, not bad.
Mate, do you know what I love about these cakes? Watching him
I know, man.
Kill himself.
No, but see the
They
thing
look
is,
unbelievable as well, honestly.
This is an act, because when he goes in that change room, he munches every one of them, doesn't he?
I'll have that again, Charlie.
He came in the
Mate,
last
his
day and
body's
said
unbelievable. He's doing 10 Yankee Bravos a day, isn't he?
Yeah, telling you. He started the Yankees. He's the man for the Yankee Bravos.
Mate, try and get a young boy at United, somebody that hasn't watched a show that before, try and get him with the Yankee Bravos.
Definitely get one of them.
And film it for us.
I think everyone's heard that story now, man.
Amazing,
It's
man.
one of the best, isn't it?
Right, Scotland, because we've got Charlie on. How are we all lining up for England on Friday?
Are you asking us how we would
How
line
would
up?
you line up? How would
Because
you line
I
up?
don't think Steve Clarke will make many changes.
Supposedly he's considering Grant Hanley in the hole.
Aye.
That's how
10?
defensive he's going.
Aye.
In
For the
10.
pace.
For the pace,
Rapid,
aye.
to be fair. I'd bring in, similar to what I said before the first game. I'd
Imagine
put-
Hanley in the hole.
Listen, they've got to get something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've got to get something for the game. So I think me personally, I think he's got to make positive changes. I'd start Che Adams. I think he made a difference when he came on at half time. Nathan Patterson would come in for me. Out with that, I think the other ones are sort of toss-ups. I don't.
You were
Gilmore?
always putting Patterson in. You were
No,
always putting
but-
Patterson
He's
in.
But you
said them
would though, wouldn't
all,
you?
he's
You
said
would.
them all month, isn't he?
And
Patterson.
I think Gilmore
Callum
for
Callum Patterson.
I think Gilmore for Christie, and I'd put Armstrong behind Che Adams. So it's pretty similar to what I said for the first game, but I don't think he'll make many. I still think it'll be
You think like a
similar
3-5-1-1
team.
type
Tierney
thing?
as well, obviously. Tierney back
Will
in.
Tierney be back fit? Is he?
Yeah, I think he's fit. He trained
he?
yesterday. Would Steve Clarke give his Balenciagas for a draw?
No chance.
Nah.
No, I don't think
I
so.
think
He'd
he's
rather
staying
lose
in the
and
Euros
just
and
style
keep
it
him swagger back in the Euros.
Where's this came for Balenciagas?
He was wearing them?
He was wearing
What,
the
training
trainers.
on the side?
He was wearing the training one day.
Is it what the boys were wearing when they were on the pitch?
No, he went different, went chunky
See the
Balenciagas.
chunky ones?
Was it
Chunky
Scotland
ones?
track?
The
You were all
boots?
it, wasn't it?
No, like the chunky trainers.
The chunky trainers. You can get them in high tops as well, couldn't you?
He brought them off Brian Rice. By Hamilton.
Did he?
Hamilton brought them off from
Back here, Laurie.
back at Laurie. What about you, Charlie? He's the master of the tactics board, isn't he?
Lord of the dark arts. And
How
you-
we get just if you were going
If I
to
was
Scott and you, how we getting a
I would
result
go
for England?
5-4-1.
There's a board there, by the way.
Oh!
Show us how you did, Charlie. Why don't you?
I know, come on, Charlie, boy.
Andy, you
I'll
hold one
hold it for
side.
him.
So
I'll hold
what
it
is this match day +2, right?
Well, here it is.
You're in
Andy,
the
put it in the
Scotland
middle.
team meeting. There's 2 days
On this
before a
blue
game.
line.
You're naming your team.
No, 2 days is too early. 2 days?
No, but you need because they need to prepare. mentally.
Everyone sees gone.
Everyone he's gone. They need to know who's playing and who's not.
Right, this is me. I'm going like
But
that.
can you you going to address the boys before you start? Are you going to give them a wee speech before it? Or
You
you
said,
just
you said
going
a,
tactics?
you said a
Need to know what's
5-4-1.
Choosers done first.
Why are we playing
Right, well,
10
I'll
men?
pretend I'm one of the players, right?
He was just going up there for a minute.
So wait, Gaffer, you gonna talk to us or you just?
He set his team up, mate.
The boys are muttering.
For a start, sit down.
Good, good.
Hell's you, like tail between your legs.
Turn the music.
5-4-1 I'm going.
Turn the music.
What's your team?
You putting your hand in your pocket when you're doing it? It's not very enthusiastic.
It should turn the music. It's
I always think
like,
it's
No.
better see if you face your team or not.
Yeah.
I don't want you back
Music
to the
off.
team.
Wait, why is
Sammy,
he? Why
Sammy,
is
put
he?
your-
Why is he standing with the cleaner?
Yeah.
Why is the cleaner involved in it?
Here, do you remember
this is my assistant, he's blind. You're alright, mate. Getting through this.
Mate, do you remember Easy Geary when Viron's County?
You're alright. He's all stressed.
Go to fucking keep your horn still, man.
Can he see?
Oh, the bogey's back.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, seriously, don't take shush. Remember Easy Geary when Lenny
Change the words to I can bogey. I can bogey. I can boogie.
Yes, sir.
I can bogey.
I need a certain song.
I can bogey.
No, sorry. Do you remember me?
Oh, man.
He's gone.
He's gone. Dildo
So you've got to shut up for 2 seconds and we've got 30 minutes.
Mate, what kind of team talk is this? We're playing England in 2 days. Come on.
Right,
I
go,
know.
Charlie.
No, I would go 5-4-1. So the when we've got the ball, these would become 10s. I'd play Jamesy 100%. And I would play Christie and
Edward.
no, Adams, McTominay and McGinn. I would play Hanley, Gallagher's Gallagher injured.
Gallagher's fit.
I'm playing Gallagher. Why was he not on the bench?
I don't know.
I'd play Hanley, Gallagher, Tierney, Robertson, O'Donnell, and I stick to that. Aye, that's what I would go. 5-4-1.
No Gilmore, no.
But when we had the ball, no Gilmore, no.
When
I would
England's got the
play.
ball.
I would play England. When England get the ball, they're not going to have the ball out, are they? So I would just stay in my shape until the trigger to press would be when it goes wide, the full-backs go and then force them back the way.
Sliding.
Aye. And just stay compact, stay together and force them back the way.
Brilliant, Charlie.
Well done, Charlie.
What about when we attack, Charlie? What we thinking?
Is
when-
Christie and Forrest coming in the pockets, huh?
Forrest and Christie are in there, aye.
Right. So
Comes
Nick
in
Ross-
Stretching the game.
So you
and are you asking
encouraging...
O'Donnell and Robertson
As
to
I was
press
going to
forward, or
ask,
you
are
want
you
them
going to
to
ask
stay
them
in
to go a
the,
wee bit further
stay in
forward?
the slots, or do you want them
No,
to get
no, push home. We've got the ball, so
Oh,
everybody's
What
up,
about,
pushing right on.
what about Big Marshy? Where are you putting him when we're attacking?
Big Marshy.
Put him where you said he was.
He's not leaving his line for the full game, Big Marsh,
Big
is he?
Marshy's there.
He'll not be leaving it. Right, brilliant.
Superb.
So, you want to
How
go?
did Daddy?
So, what would you do?
Eh?
How did Daddy there? Good
You alright?
assistant.
Why don't you show us what you
So,
would
what
do,
would you
Paul?
do? Aye.
Get that side's in braille.
I
Honestly.
can bogey is unbelievable, man. Off the cuff, that's...
Do you remember he's a gear in the change room when he did his team talk and he had his earphones on
I can't mind, no.
and he was like getting fucking off and he was like smiling at him. He couldn't hear him.
He hated that, Larry. See, if he walked in and they just put a programme down and a couple of people reading a programme, that, he hated that.
Brilliant, lads. Right, Kev, are you any different? Are you going one off? 3-5-2?
Do you know what I'm thinking? Like, I get the argument with having Patterson in, right? But he's obviously not played a lot of games, so we're going on potential. Is he better maybe going forward if we are trying to attack? If we get the opportunity to attack?
How often will
That's
we
what I'm
be
going to
attacking?
ask. We might not get the opportunity, so are we looking for somebody more tried and tested in terms of defending? Because I think what Stephen O'Donnell doesn't give us going forward would certainly give us more maybe defensively. But we could have O'Donnell, we could have Patterson in the team, we could have Gilmer in the team. What if they two young guys don't have a great performance? Do we then jump over the top of them? It's a hard decision.
I'd put Pat, I've been honest.
But I
I'd
mean,
put
you
Pat.
I think but you play who you feel's your best player.
Aye.
He's played
That's
against,
right.
he's played during
Yeah.
Europe.
No,
I've just named the ranked team in the team meeting there. Can't let it rest. I need to get the boys in.
Kidding on.
Get the boys in, I was only joking. You swore for that. Cal McGregor's playing Christie Europe.
Blame
I'll go with Cal McGregor. I'm picking Cal McGregor, sorry.
assistant.
You need
100%.
people that are going to be able to...
I like the 5-4-1 because I think watching England all night they were going pass, and when Croatia kept things tight they struggled to break because what ended up happening was Harry Kane was coming too deep.
Yeah.
And if you keep it compact, that space isn't in behind. So for me, I would just try and copy Croatia, but try and be better on the ball when we do have it.
All right. Slaney's game is your decision. 0 out of 5 for you last night, so you're doing well.
What's that?
0 out of 5.
What were they last night? I missed them again. Can you remember what they were? No.
0, mate.
Wait a
You
minute.
started off with a 5 out of 5 and it's just slowly
I can't
went
get
down.
that fucking blind assistant.
It's a bit like your career, it's a bit like your career, isn't it? Started well.
The blind.
Read that phone for him, will you?
Wait a minute, I'm going to get this.
So you went Turkey v Wales. So I'll ask you, he's going to answer, will Turkey win?
No.
Yes?
Yep, I think so.
Could be a draw, but
think
I'll go yes. I'll go yes.
Paul Slane said yes.
What did I say? What was it?
Turkey to beat Wales.
Ah, it's a draw I do.
Changing already?
You've been Turkey.
Oh, have I? Turkey win.
Will both teams score?
No.
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 He's went no as well. Will Bale have 2+ shots on target?
You better not say that.
He said yes again.
No.
He's not learning for these
Wales,
shots.
Wales won't get
Yeah.
2 shots.
I think so.
There you go.
I'm saying Wales don't even have 2 shots on target. There you go.
The whole team.
In the game.
Bale's having 2 shots though. Whether they hit target or not, I'm hoping they do hit the target.
Right, Kev?
No.
No. Will Turkey have 54.5% or more possession?
Yes.
Yep.
You've went yes, Paul. And will there be 4+ cards in the match?
No, I'll agree with Paul.
There's not been a lot of cards in this.
I'll say no. I'll say no. 4 plus.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going yes.
What the fuck, man? Honestly.
Nah, they'll demand nothing.
Get him sacked. The little slug O'Hara, I think he's beating you, mate, in terms of...
Well, the little slug we on with the little turd tomorrow, me and you. Zoom call.
Aye.
Emma!
He's back tomorrow, aye.
Do you see that when I bullied him?
No.
O'Hara?
No, what happened?
Embarrassed him.
Did he?
Oh, mate, he had him on toast.
I
Like a
said, to
little
him,
slug, wasn't it?
I said to him, 10 minutes I played for Celtic, it's more pressure than you played your whole career.
What did he say?
Nothing.
He said, didn't it?
He thought I
Did he?
played Champions League and that, but I never clue who I was, yeah.
Right, here's how you play. You can get involved in the free-to-play game at home as well for a chance to win big money. Simple yes or no game. Cash prize will be won in the third round, as well as an overall leaderboard prize of
£10,000.
It's nothing to this, man. Look. Didn't even get excited at 10k there, did he?
Flinch.
What's
You
your
just sprung that on me there. I didn't even have time to say
To
it.
react.
He's been nice and calm with you, hasn't he?
Aye.
Came alive at the tactic explode a bit, but
He's a different man when he's got a club in that, innit?
aye.
At least, yeah, we totally understand, didn't we?
Aye.
That's why he's taking the United.
What do you
move.
mean different? I'm just the same. Just ran out of stories.
Everyone who gets 6 or more right also gets a £10 free bet. Go to gsport.com/open goal to play. Charlie Mulgrew, I think this will be his last time on Open Goal for a while, so...
A pleasure, innit?
The 90s on last time of
First
night.
Last
half there,
time.
that's me it.
No.
And you're going to do something big on the live show tonight, you've said, because it's your last one.